Shalom Yasharala, this is your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that root well. And salutation and much love for Yaki and pushing this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here lesson, basically going into when the lights turn off, or when the food supply stops, all hell is going to break loose. All right, what you have going on right now is the boiling of the frog. All right, and this is pretty much a statement or a so-called saying, whereas if you take a boiling pot of water and throw a frog in, he's going to immediately jump out. All right, but if you put the frog inside a regular room temperature pot of water and sit it on the stove and slowly increase the heat, the frog will keep adjusting his body temperature to match the surrounding water that's around him, until it's too late and he's boiled over. All right, so this is going into how they call also gradualism. All right, this slowly but surely. I can remember back when I was younger and things like that, the mid 90s and the early 90s and stuff like that. It was crazy for them to have like cameras everywhere, and people would be thinking about their privacy. Oh, don't film me, don't do this and don't do that. But there was an event that happened in 2001 that set the stage for people to be in a certain mind frame of so-called shock and awe, and in fear and everything like that. And then they came out with the militarization of the police. All right, all for a threat of so-called quote unquote terrorism. All right, and they increased the amount of cameras that was everywhere. All right, now they got everybody's walking around with smart devices that's constantly recording you, tracking your locations and everything like that. And like I said, in the early and mid 90s, this was unheard of. People would be tripping about if you knew where they were at. Back when I was younger like that, we still had pay phones and things like that. It was a crazy thing. They had cell phones. If you was balling, you had a cell phone. But again, 90% of the people had landline house phones. So you'd have to have two balling people to be able to call each other on a cell phone or what they called a car phone back in those days. But then there was something that came out it was a pager. People would page folks and put in their little special code, and people would call them back from the little pay phones. But now everybody has smart devices. Everybody has a camera on them. Everybody is being tracked and everything like that. They got these little facial recognition unlock screens. They got Snapchat and all these little things with the face filters and stuff like that, to the point to where they're constantly updating their database of, scanning your fingerprints and your face and everything like that and tracking your every movement. But how did they do that? They didn't just, one day, it's like we're going to go from not having these things to the very next day. It's like, all right, we're going to track everybody. We want facial recognition on everybody. We want fingerprints on everybody. People will go crazy. Again, that's like boiling a frog. You threw the frog into a boiling pot of water, he's going to immediately jump out. That's too much. But what did they do? They slowly but surely, because we had this event, we got to bring in the police to keep you guys safe. All right. Also, you got the cameras to make sure to see if anything strange is going on. All right. Now we're going to come out with these newer phones. First it was pictures. Then they started sending text messages, then pictures. Then they had limited internet. You know what I'm saying? Then it just fully went onto the internet and so on and so forth. Now everybody's phone got a front-facing camera that if you tape it up, your phone's not going to work, right? So they're constantly scanning your face. Every phone is damn near touchscreen nowadays, so they got your fingerprints, you see. But nevertheless, this is a gradualization. So what you're really, how do I say, not enduring, but what you're experiencing right now, all right, is the gradualization of them, about to come into this here new world order, all right. But nevertheless, it's pretty much everything is, it's like if you was to hang a person, you see these people that die by hanging or whatever, they'll put them up on a little stand, put the rope around their neck, and then, all of a sudden they swiftly break the floor, and then that's it, But right now you're already to the point to where your hands are tied behind your back. You've been led up to the top. They put the rope around your neck already. Now all they're doing is waiting to hit the little button, to when the devil's going to come down to you having great wrath, because he knows he has but a short time. We're at the very end of this thing, man. All right. So as you see these things going on, they think that they're in everybody's thinking right now, which we'll get to, because victuals shall be so good cheap, They think that everything is good because everybody's getting these stimulus checks and everything like that. So, watching these economic channels and everything like that, and just like, hey, man, this shit is crazy. These people are bugging out, And when I say about these people, the economists are bugging out. They're like, what the hell do we do from here? Beforehand, we knew about the line and the finessing about this and that, so the rich could stay richer. But now, everybody about to be bankrupt. Well, they're not going to be bankrupt. Everybody going to be millionaires, but you ain't going to be able to buy nothing with the money. You know, they're devaluing your money right now. You know, they was breaking it down of how, you know, when the pandemic started, you know, they forced people to stop going to work, which slowed down the production lines. And then they injected this here money to force you to stimulate, quote unquote, stimulate the economy by having you go out there and start spending. Well, people were buying up things, but there wasn't too much things being produced. Now you have all these shortages of everything. All right, like I said, the gradualization. All right, they put the noose around your neck already, led you up onto the little stand. All right, now all they got to do is hit the little trapdoor button, and then now your ass is just, you dead. All right, but hey, this is where we are. So let's jump into some scriptures. This is Romans chapter 13. I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, and that knowing that the time that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than when we believe. All right, now this is a two-part thing. It says, and now knowing the time, and that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. All right, you know, and this is geared to the elect. Right now, you still have some elect. The elect isn't sealed all the way right now, you know, well, for the most part, you know, but we're getting to the very last door, because the scripture said the elect gonna be scarcely saved. All right, now people will be willing in the day of thy power, but nevertheless, you may have some of the elect that's out there that's still, you know, out in this world, and things is going on. They getting this here money and everything like that. You know, hey, so this isn't a time to be asleep and be fooled by all this injection of money and everything like that. You know, it'd be easy for somebody that wasn't well rooted in this here truth to go out and get one of these PPP loans and all these things and get the teeth, you know, how I say, deeper into the flesh, man. All right, to where you really can't move. Now they can just come in and be like, hey, now, you know, you just making it harder on yourself. All right, now, granted, you know, there ain't really nothing wrong with getting one of those if you're actually into, how do I say, you know, you got a business and you actually need that to stay afloat. But, you know, 2/3 of Jake, they out here just scamming with these things, you know. But, hey, nevertheless, like, for instance, a real life testimony, I own a business, right? I got an EIN. I could actually apply for this, you know. I can go get me a loan and everything like that. But you know what? It's not expedient. I don't need no extra ties getting close into this. I don't need to be getting distracted by this. Oh, shit, I got an injection of money. Let me go out here and, quote unquote, live my life. All right, let's read that again. Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing that the time that now is high time to awake out of sleep. So if you're out here asleep, you know, and sleep being, you know, you like the frog, you just chilling in this here pot, you know, the temperature's getting warmer. You just increasing your body temperature, you know. You should be, it's time to wake up like, oh shit, I've been chilling in this here pot of water for like 2 days now and the temperature ain't changed, but now all of a sudden it's rapidly increasing. Let me get the hell up out this here water before it's too late. All right, so this is what you have going on right now. You're seeing, hey man, this government, they so stingy on everything when it comes to trying to help Jake out or help anybody out. You know, the government don't give nothing out free. But now, hey, they just turning it up real quick. Hey, everybody get some money if y'all want money. We're going to give everybody stimulus checks, unlimited stimulus checks. You should be aware of these things, man. They're like, oh, shit. Oh, this is about to collapse, man. All out chaos is coming around the corner right about now, man. All right. Verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand, and let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not rioting and drunkenness, not chambering and wanton, not in strife and envying. So, hey, like I said, man, it'd be a easy thing for somebody that's not well rooted in this truth, you know, to be, you know, beforehand, you know, catching hell or whatever, coming to this truth, or somewhat coming to this truth. All right, still catching hell, but then now all of a sudden they see some so-called money coming to them, like the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing. You know, he that you know, that saves his life, more or less to say, roughly paraphrasing, shall lose his life. But he that shall lose his life for my sake shall, you know, the same shall be saved, you know, roughly paraphrasing. So, you know, and in this here world, you know, Jake be catching hell left and right, you know, and financially got the lower end of the stick, you know, the curses that's on us. But then all of a sudden, Jake will think all these things will disappear once he come up on some money. He think that's the end all be all. He don't realize that the curses follow him, man. All right, now we just had the Bill Cosby situation happen, right? He just got out of jail. He had all that money, but then they didn't tarnish his name and everything like that and let him out of jail. Like, bro, homeboy was basically just sitting there waiting trial. He ain't even really got no real charges on him, no real evidence on him. Oh, y'all just slandered his name the whole time. But see, he had more money than any of you Jakes can attain to over here getting some PPP loans, man. So come on now. If it can happen to him, it can happen to you, man. All right, but way more important than that, you don't want to lose focus on this here truth, man. All right, now it's time to wake up and be sober, man. Don't be out here, oh shit, I done got me some money. Let me go get me one of these scat packs of Hellcats and just go ball out, live my life to the fullest right now. Nah, man. All right. Verse 14 says, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. All right, like I was just going into. The Lord's going to provide your daily bread. All right, whatever you need, the Lord will provide that. Yeah, I mean, I can always use some extra money. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, that's not really expedient right now, man. I could take some time and try to push and promote my business right now, and how do I say, try to get more customers and how do I say, make more money, have a better life and things like that. But that ain't expedient right now, man. I'd rather invest into this here truth, man, than that. And hey, and look, the Lord wound up increasing me anyway, man. The last 4 weeks, I done got a new customer every week, man, with no advertisement, man. Just word of mouth from one guy I already got, let the next guy know and everything like that, to where it's almost getting to a point like, man, I might have to, make some changes or something like that, because, I'm getting kind of busy right now, man. All right, but nevertheless, I'm gonna read verse 14 again. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. All right, so hey, attain to get your daily bread, man. All right, your spiritual bread, man. All right, stay locked and loaded in this here faith. All right, don't get distracted out here. Let me grab this. I actually quoted. Let me just start at the top. 1 Thessalonians 5:1, it says, let me read down a bit. 1 Thessalonians 5:1, it says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. All right. So, hey, if you in this here truth, measuring the times diligently and seeing the things that's going on around you, it's, hey, it's a high time to wake out of sleep, man. All right. Now is not the time to be trying to get laxed or any of these things, man. Now is the time for you to be doubling down on your investment with the Lord. All right. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. All right. And the thief in the night is coming unexpectedly to those that's out here trying to fulfill the lust of the flesh, man. Oh, I'm out here balling. Look, I just got my PPP loan. You know what I'm saying? I got me my new Hellcat. I just got some new fresh fits. I'm about to go out here try to find me some women. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go out here and try to do these things, But instead, and then you go out there, you get your little money, get your little scat pack, you get your little things and everything like that. Then all of a sudden, all out famine breaks out, or inflation, or how they say, really not inflation, but really the bottoming out of the US dollar, man. All right, you got all this here money and clout and whatever like that, all these little rappers and everything like that. You see them putting the money up to their ears and everything, about how much money they got. Just think about that, man. They got stacks of money up to their ears, but they're gonna need that just to feed their kids, man, for one day. All right, and be like, well, wait, I thought y'all all had money. How y'all broke over here, man? How you over here asking for some money right now when you broke, man? You don't want that feeling in this here world. You don't want that feeling knowing about this here truth, and then you chose to go and do that, man. All right. Verse 3 says, for when they shall say peace and safety. All right. So, hey, we're in a time right now, 2019, people was living their best life. 2020, it was like, how does it go? Lamentations, mourning, and woe. All right. That's pretty much what 2020 was all about, man. All right. Now, 2021, they're trying to get that so-called bounce back. Everybody's trying to get that bounce back, and they're getting all these stimulus packages and injections of money. All right. All these different things like that, man. Universal basic income, because basically that's what we're under right now, man. All right. You have a large portion of the U.S. Getting paid just to sit at home. All right. And the way that it's designed is gradualism, man. They're not calling it universal basic income right now, which they've been promoting that idea, but they're not calling what you're getting right now UBI, which stands for universal basic income. They're not calling it that right now, But the sentiment of it coming from these top economists is like, yo, man, it's way more beneficial for most people to just stay at home and not go to work than it, and they get more money this way than it is, for people that's actually going to work, man. All right. But then again, like, hey, you have these business owners that, restaurants and stuff like that got to alter their menus and shorten up their times that they're open. All right. Because they can't get enough employees, man, because they would have to pay like a server, like somewhere, $15, $20 an hour plus tips for them to even be able to make like $15, $20 an hour without tips for them to even be able to come somewhere, be in the same ballpark with the government is willing to pay these people, plus these extra benefits, man. All right. So it says 1 Thessalonians 5:3, it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right. And this is what's going on right now, just like how when those PPP loans came out, Jake heard, oh, we can get this, we don't need no paperwork and everything like that. Once they got their little money, started spending it up and everything like that, now they starting to find out that, look, man, they coming after all these people. All right, and most Jakes didn't know nothing about none of this stuff that was, governmental assistance and everything like that, which the government agencies are talking like, how are we over here supporting you because you don't make enough money? All right, but then now you don't put on paper that you make at least $100,000 a year with your business that we didn't even know you had. All right, and now you need some payroll assistance and everything like that. We gave you the money, you spent the money, but then when we ask you about your business, you can't even tell us what kind of businesses you got, or try to compare it with type of business that's on the paperwork because you didn't pay somebody $5,000-$10,000 to get you the PPP loan, and their information isn't on it, but your information is on it. So now they coming back after your ass, man. All right, you done said you done made $100,000, last year in business revenue, but you ain't got no taxes paid for that. Now you got to pay that taxes, man. All right, so a lot of people out here about to be real hurting real soon, man. Like I said, man, this is going to come as a thief. Well, like the scripture says, it's going to come as a thief in the night, man. Yesterday they was balling. Everything was all good just a week ago, man. They was all in the club balling, decked out, Hellcat out. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden they going to jail for what they call it? Basically IRS fraud, more or less to say. All right. Verse 5, ye are all children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. All right. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And this is all, basically a metaphor, right? Hey, look, we ain't, how they, let me read verse 7 and 8. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. And let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. So, like I said, this is like a metaphor, but, basically the breakdown of that metaphor is like how we say nowadays, Jake like to say, stay woke, or I'm woke, meaning that you are so-called aware of the things that's going on around you. All right. Hey, so we not of the children of the darkness. These people under darkness, gross darkness. They don't even see the trap being set up. They don't know. The so-called white man don't want to give you niggas reparations. He'll be like, hell no. First of all, he didn't even want to give you the goddamn holiday Juneteenth, so-called commemorating your transfer of ownership from private to public. He don't even want to recognize that because how it's worded, let alone, and that ain't come with no paycheck, no, nothing like that, man. But now he don't want to give you no reparations. When reparations come up, he be like, nah, we ain't talking to you niggas. But all of a sudden, you niggas out here think that the government's just willy-nilly just giving y'all out some money, man. All right? Hell nah. It ain't like that, man. All right? But, hey, this is what's going on, man. It's like you dealing with the mob, man. It's like you go into the, the mob, how they have in the movies. You go into this mob place or whatever, restaurant or whatever, and it's like, oh, man. You get to talking to Big Paulie or whatever, and you think Big Paulie is nice to you and everything like that. He's like, hey, man, why don't you, you can eat free. We're going to pay for your food today. Go ahead and order a drink, whatever drink you want. Go ahead. We good. We got you. And every day he over here feeding you free food every single day. You think that you and Big Paulie real cool, but you don't realize, like, yo, you getting in further and further in debt. And now all of a sudden Big Paulie come to you and say, hey, man, I need you to do a little favor for me. A little favor? What you mean? Remember all those meals I was giving you, it's costing me a little bit of money. I need you to go run this here package on the other side of town for me. It's just a small little favor. You know how many favors I've been doing for you? You can do this little favor for me, And then that's how you already caught, man. All right, but you thought that you was getting these free meals the whole time. But no, he got your ass indebted to his ass. And so now, you owe his ass now, man. All right. Oh, man. You know what? Let me just grab this real quick because I didn't want to make this too long, but I got quite a few precepts that came to mind. I'm looking for Jeremiah 30 and verse 5. Matter of fact, Jeremiah 30 and verse 5, it says, for thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling and of fear and not of peace. Because remember, we just read about when they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction cometh upon them. All right. It says, ask ye now, see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces turn to paleness. All right. So what you know, you talking about all this here peace and safety and everything like that. But then what the scriptures say, then shall sudden destruction come. Damn, Salak. What's that precept? Let me grab this other precept real quick before it slip my mind. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust thy enemies, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right, so like the example I just gave about Big Paulie, all right, the mob, you know that's a mob restaurant. You know that these niggas is on the black market. They ain't doing nothing legit. You don't want to get in debt with them, man. All right, so look, you got to understand what's going on. Like I said, man, Esau was tripping over giving you a holiday, commemorating your transfer of ownership. All right, he was tripping over that. And like I said, it wasn't attached with no money or nothing like that, man. Hey, this nigga is so much the damn devil. They was like trying to make this a federal holiday, which means that if you work basically for the government, like it was guaranteed that you was getting this day off paid, right? Now, you know, some other jobs would allow you to also get off, you know, if you were under that type of system, you know, not speaking for like mom and pop's restaurants or mom and pop establishments, you could work every damn day of the week, whatever holiday. But nevertheless, Esau is so much of a damn snake. Now, these Edomites would have got a free paid holiday off. Like, I don't give a fuck what you call it. That's just one extra day off. I ain't got to work, and y'all gonna pay me for it. Like, I don't give a damn what y'all call it, you know. But nevertheless, hey, man, you know, like Cinco de Mayo, right? It's not even an American holiday, but hey, that's a holiday that is celebrated. Well, at least here in Florida, it's a holiday that's celebrated here in Florida, where they be getting off and be celebrating. They be like, well, it's just another day to party. But Esau, nah, not with you niggas. We ain't giving you niggas nothing. All right, well, Judah, you know, we ain't giving you niggas nothing because, you know, hey, we just don't fuck with y'all like that, you know. But hey, they want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, but they don't want to get a federal holiday where they get off paid. You know what I'm saying? That's how much they hate your ass, man. But you think that they out here giving you these stimulus checks, these PPP loans, and all this here money, moratoriums, not having to pay rent and everything like that. You got these jakes out here stunting to like, shit, I ain't paid rent in X 14 months. Shit, we out here balling. I just got me a new Hellcat or whatever. You know, I keep using that as an example because it seems like you see a whole lot more of them on the road. But whatever Jake out here buying, you know, flat screen TVs and everything like that. Hey, man, I seen a little video the other day on one of them little YouTube shorts of this little Jake. It was like a Northern Kingdom Jake, but he was like, basically he said, what if, you know, people over here tripping over their little $1,400 stimulus check. He like, what if you could take that stimulus check and instead of buying a brand new overpriced flat screen TV, you invested into something like soda machines. Now, this little Jake from the little short video got him 2 little soda machines, and he racking up his little money, got his little drawer money and everything like that. But Jake don't think like, the majority of Jake don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Jake out here just spinning it up, you know? They over here trusting the enemy. Oh, shit, this shit, hey, he trying to help us out. You know what I'm saying? But think back. He didn't want to give you the damn holiday to begin with, which was a paid holiday that the majority of them would have been able to take advantage of. Whenever you bring up reparations, they don't want to talk about none of that shit, man. But now you think that they're going to just be giving y'all some money out right now? I'm like, I mean, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it reparations. You can call it this and that. It's free money that Jake getting. But nah, it ain't for that. They buying your ass, man. They trying to put your ass back to sleep. All right, let's go back to Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 12 and 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know, Salakia, thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. All right, so hey, you know, you in the shower or in the bathroom, you taking a shower and the shower's all, or the bathroom all steamed up and the mirror's all foggy and everything like that, you know, and you can see a silhouette of yourself, all right, but then you wipe the damn mirror and it's still you in the mirror, right? This nigga, hey, he ain't never changed, man. He's always gonna be, how I say, this damn devil, more or less to say. So it says, though he humble himself, he ain't really humbling himself, man. He's just trying to finesse your ass, man. All right, you know, like for instance, the difference between Jake and Esau robbing your ass. Jake, you know, this is why I could like trust a motherfucker like Jake way more than Esau, or Edomite like Donald Trump more than the rest of these so-called nice ass Edomites, because like Jake and Donald Trump, both of them, they wear their heart on their sleeve. You gonna know if they don't fuck with you from a distance, man. Jake gonna let your ass know, hey, man, I don't fuck with that bitch ass nigga over there. If he come over here with all that, we gonna bring him all the smoke. Donald Trump say, hey, man, fuck them shithole countries. We ain't fucking with them. build a wall. We gonna make them niggas pay for it. You know, them type of people, you ain't really got to worry about them because you already know what the standing is. It's like, oh shit, this is a venomous ass snake. He over here puffing up and everything, and you know, this nigga out here striking at my ass. Like, I know to leave his ass alone because he look like he about to do some damage, right? But then these other little Edomites that's over here trying to finesse your ass, you know, just like how all these other little schemes go out. The 2008 housing crisis happened when you go to these used car dealerships and buy a lemon. All right, you go buy some old fucked up China-made ass shit. Whenever you buy anything that's a ripoff or a scam, when they advertising it to you, they don't advertise it to you as a scam or some bullshit, man. You wouldn't buy it. You'd be like, yo, man, buy this here little piece of shit car. As soon as you start it up and get it off the lot, it's going to break down around the corner. We ain't going to give you shit back. You know, go ahead and buy this here house at this low-ass interest rate. As soon as your first payment come around, we're going to jack that bitch up, and it's going to be super expensive. All right? Nothing is presented to you that way when it's, how I say, being brought out to you by these people like that, man. All right? They have to humble themselves like that. You know, oh, it's a good deal, but is it really a good deal? No, man. This is goddamn bait, man. All right? Let me read that again. Let me start at verse 10 again. Never trust thy enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. All right, so like I said, man, you didn't heard about this shitty ass buy here, pay here car dealership that's always selling people lemons, and how people get, man, you paying a $800 car payment on a 1999 Toyota Camry with 200,000 miles on there. All right, because you know they didn't give you a $99 down, $99 a month car payment, or oil. You know, they gave you a small ass little entry, right? $99 down, $99 a month, or so on and so forth. But then, you know, you one day later something go wrong, you know, you pay $99, you've been paying that car for 20 years, right? But you miss one payment, now your car payment $800 a month. Like, bro, for all that, you could be driving a brand new Benz. But guess what? They done suckered your ass into this, all right? They humbled themselves, quote unquote, humbled themselves and lured your ass in, all right? You know, when they say peace and safety, verse 12, set him not by thee, least when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, least he seek to take thy seat, and when thou last remember my words, be pricked therewith. All right, so hey, man, you know, a lot of people get into this debt with taking these loans and you know, not paying rent, you know, even if they can afford it and everything like that. But then all of a sudden, when things snap back, they're going to wind up losing everything. Credit going to be messed up. So, you know, you were kind of decent off beforehand, but now you even worse off. Now you indebted to homie, right? Verse 13. Yep, verse 13. Well, let me read this again. Verse 12. Set him not by thee, least when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at thy last remember my words, be pricked therewith. All right, so a lot of these jakes out here that's thinking, you know, they look at us like we retarded. Oh, man, the so-called white man ain't all that bad, man. He giving us this money. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all niggas is broke. Y'all need to get y'all paper up. We got these PPP monies coming in like that, right? But then Esau flipped the switch on your ass all of a sudden, man. Fuck the so-called white man, man. Man, this nigga always scamming. This nigga always got a trick back. Man, this nigga on some bullshit. No, nigga, you on some bullshit. You should have known better than this, man. You should have known better than this, man. All right. Verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is a prime example, man? Prime example, right? So you have I don't know if this is like bots or whatever it is, but anyway, I was at work maybe 2 days ago, right? And one of my coworkers was like, man, who the fuck is this? Is just texting me. Some chick just texted me, sent me a picture, talking about some hey, how you doing? Am I single? She trying to get with me, this and that. And I don't even know who it is. And like, bruh, delete that shit. Or actually block that shit and delete it. Don't even open that shit, man. All right. He's like, man, I'm trying to see who it is. Like, bruh, she don't even know who the fuck you is. Why ain't no random ass female that you ain't got no phone number from finna send you some provocative ass picture, all right, and ask you how you doing, if you single, this and that, and then send you another back-to-back picture trying to meet up with you like that, man. That shit don't happen. Even if some chick that you do know, all right, that you've been talking to, that shit don't happen like that, bruh. You might, but see, this nigga start feeling himself and everything. Nah, maybe I just got the juice. Like, all right. And then you go beat this bitch at this here hotel room, wind up catching something, or get robbed, get killed, or whatever it is that happened to your ass, man. Get caught up on that show, How to Catch a Predator and shit like that, man. All kind of wicked shit. But see, your simple ass thought that, hey, this bitch done humbled herself and she just feeling my swag right now. It's just shit I'm on right now. No, man. Your ass gonna get bit. All right. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any as such come not a wild beast? All right. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? All right. So hey, man, you over here want to trust your enemies and go along with Esau and his plans, man. Don't be out here crying out to the Lord and, oh, y'all pray for me. I need my GoFundMe and everything like that. Hey, man, the Lord say don't pray for these people, man. All right. And he's talking about 2/3 of Israel, man, because these niggas, they ain't want to listen, man. All right. And now let me go back. We'll close out with this. Because like I said, I didn't mean to make this that long. Jeremiah 30, and we're going to read it at 5 again. You know, because we had ended off with, for when they shall say peace and safety. Because see, Jake is just, you know, they didn't got rocked to sleep. For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling and of fear, not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces turn to paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right. So look, this is, you know, coming into that point in time, you know, where the devil is about to have great wrath coming down upon you. All right. Because look, Jake is in that slumber and that sleep. All right, they over here, you know, they didn't got hypnotized by Esau, man. They got rocked back to sleep. So now Esau about to come in with the swiftness, you know. But, you know, nevertheless, you know, hey, you know, like I said, the Lord just provided for a whole nother lesson, you know, going into something. Because, like I said, I had precepts coming into mind. I was going a different direction with this. But, hey, it's just a spirit, man. All right. But, hey, nevertheless, like I was saying about with the gradualism and everything like that, man, hey, you know, going back into the lesson that, you know, just came out through the spirit, man, when they should say peace and safety, man, sudden destruction is around the corner, man. All right, so don't get too comfortable out here. Don't be all lax and sleeping as others sleep. You know, we are the children of the light, man, not of darkness, man. So hey, you know, you need to how do I say, stay on your P's and Q's as far as being in this here truth, man. That should be your main focus, man. Don't walk after the lust of this flesh, man. Trying to so-called find your life out here and everything like that and coming up, man. All right, because look, Jacob's trouble is around the corner, man, and a lot of these things is being dealt out to rock Jake to sleep because, hey, man, there's a great awakening that was taking place right about now, man. All right, but, you know, because 2020, everybody was sitting at home, everybody was watching the internet, everybody was, quote unquote, becoming woke, you know, where they was talking about all kind of different things. We had Jake was out there saying, you know, no more of this Edomite on Jake crime, you know, we want reparations, we want this and that. You don't hear Jake crying about none of that no more, man. They getting out here, they getting these stimulus checks and everything like that, man. All right, but nevertheless, Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that taught us this truth and ever will. And salutation, much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth, and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.